Hey, welcome everyone to the Sunday El Jefe live show. Now, as you saw in the title, as you saw in the thumbnail, today we will be talking about the status audio between 3A and C. These are the latest earbuds coming from our friends over at Status Audio, so that's what we're going to be doing today. Now, for anybody who may be new here, all my regulars, they know what time it is. This is going to be a live review, so I'm going to need a couple minutes of your time for you to bear with me while I go through this live review. I'm also going to include some microphone quality samples to kind of get this all knocked out. And then afterwards, we can do live Q&A. We can get into the usual shenanigans. We can do all of that stuff. So super appreciative of everybody who's come in early already. I see Bradley in here, Barry Johnson. I see a lot of the guys in here. So if anybody comes in asking questions, is this live? Why is he not responding? It's just because I'm doing a live review. So we're going to get into that shortly. So I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody. Rob Hawk, thank you for the super chat coming in super early with that. But I don't want to waste any time. Let's get straight into the review as quickly as possible. And then afterwards, we'll go ahead and do the live Q&A, as I said before. So I appreciate you all being here. Let's jump straight into it. I'm just going to do a quick camera check, make sure top down is working well. We are good. Making sure that the close-up camera is working well. We are good. All right, man. So now we're going to jump straight into it. So I appreciate everybody being here. All right, let's go. Now, the status audio between 3A and C are here, and they have delivered on everything I could have wanted from the previous version, the Status Between Pro. You've got top-tier sound quality, active noise cancellation, transparency mode, multi-point connectivity, and app support. So these are not to be missed. So let's not waste any more time. So first up, let's start with that Bluetooth connection. So the Status Between 3A and C are featuring Bluetooth 5.2 with AAC and SBC as their connection codecs. So now, just to be clear, before because right now I can hear people in the comments, scoffing. Oh my God, they're only using AAC and SBC as their connections. We don't have any high res, LDAC and aptX. Listen, despite not having those codecs, despite that, these sound better than many other earbuds that do offer those codecs. So it goes to prove my point that hardware and tuning are much more important than codecs. But more on the sound quality of these earbuds later on in this video. Now, when it comes to Bluetooth range, I did manage to get right around 41 feet or about 12.5 meters for people that are using the metric system. You do have single usage mode here, and that's basically where you can use one earbud at a time while the other one is charging in the case, to sort of extend your battery life. On top of that, you do retain the ability to still use noise cancellation or transparency mode with a single earbud in use. So that is pretty handy. Some people were asking me, like, why would people want to be able to still use that with one earbud? Some people can only wear one earbud when they're at work, and they like to have transparency mode on so they can still maintain their situational awareness. So just throwing that out there, these do have that option for you. Now, moving over to multi-point connectivity, the status audio between 3A and C do feature multi-point connectivity for up to 2 devices, and this has worked well for me both on iOS and on Android, no problem between any of that. So whether it's my iPhone 14, my OnePlus 11, the Pixel 7 Pro, Asus Zenfone 9, my iPad Pro, no issues with connectivity when using that multi-point connection. So let's move over to watching video. So if you're going to be watching like Netflix, YouTube videos, any of that sort of stuff, the status audio between 3A and C have minimal latency for any of that stuff. Now, whether you're watching videos or playing a quick game of Call of Duty Mobile, lag is really not going to be an issue unless you are competing at the highest level. And come on, now let's be honest here. Let's be honest with ourselves here. 99% of us are not like top tier elite Call of Duty players. All right, let's just be real. But if you are in that 1% that you can't have any lag, then just let me know down in the comment section and I can make some recommendations for you for some proper gaming earbuds. So with that out of the way, let's get into one of the most important things when it comes to a set of earbuds. I'm going to pull them out. And that's going to be comfort, right? Comfort and build. So the overall shape and size of the status between 3A and C, it still remains similar to the original OG between Pro. So they still retain that like Ring doorbell type of design that so many people left that comment on my original review of the other ones. So yeah, overall still the same design, still the same shape. They are available in 2 colors. You can get them in black and you can get them in this bone color. Unfortunately, black wasn't available when I ordered mine, so I just went ahead and got these so that I can try to get these in hand as soon as possible. Now, they do use a tip and cushion design. So let me go ahead and get you a little more close up. So here we go. So we've got the tip right here, and then we have the cushions. So they come with 3 different sizes here and different tip sizes. You want to make sure, as like a pro tip, right? No pun intended, a pro tip. Make sure that you try all the different tip sizes and the different cushion sizes to make sure that you find the right combination that fits your ears. Don't be surprised at all if you find that you're using different sizes, on the left side versus your right side. So just throwing that out there, but I wanted to make sure that that was clear. Now, for my ears, the between 3A and C fit perfectly and actually feel very lightweight. No discomfort or any kind of fatigue at all, even after hours of use. Probably since most of the bulk of these earbuds is carried outside. So you see how the shape here, that sort of sits outside your ear. So you're not going to have any discomfort because the only part that's sitting inside your ear is right here. So overall, very, very comfortable for me personally. Now, that moves us over to the other topic that I get asked about a lot, and that's going to be grip, right? Are these earbuds good for workouts? Are they good for sports? So far, the grip has been very good for me, but this will depend on your ear shape and your and your tip choice, obviously. So during my walks, I haven't experienced any slipping, and they didn't require any sort of readjusting in my ears, during my walks. And even when I start sweating profusely, no issues with that stuff whatsoever. Now, Status Audio, they did include a bunch of ear tips and a bunch of cushions in the box. So overall, you get 3 different sizes of the cushions, 3 different sizes of the ear tips, all silicone. Overall, they work pretty well, but as you can see, as per usual, as is my normal thing to do, I went ahead and swapped out the ear tips for a set of the Spinfit CP360s. There will be a link in the description if you're interested in them. I prefer the way that these feel and the way that they seal up much, much better. So that's why I went ahead and swapped mine out, but it's entirely up to you if you want to do that as well. So that's something that I go ahead and do with pretty much all of my earbuds. And then last but not least, these earbuds also feature an IPX5 sweat and water resistance rating. So no issues with like sweat or having any sort of water splashed on them. It's not going to be a problem, but I probably would refrain from like swimming in these earbuds. So I would probably hold off on doing that. Now, another thing that people always ask me about is, are these earbuds good for sleeping? So as far as the shape and design of these earbuds, I would say for these ones in particular, I would say these are not good for sleeping. So let me go ahead and kind of clarify that. So for side sleepers, these stick out far too much. They stick out of your ear far too much for them to be comfortable for side sleep. Now, if you're just a solid back sleeper, you'll be fine. You can pretty much wear any earbuds or headphones for that matter if you're sleeping on your back. But for me personally, it just didn't work quite well. So let me do this. Let me go ahead and put in my ears, and this way you can get an idea of what they actually look like in the ear. So let's do it like this. Let's go ahead and pull them out. All right, here we go. So in 1, in 2, and let's see. So you see they do stick out a little bit. So when I'm, laying my head on a pillow, it pushes them into my ear. Not very comfortable. So just wanted to make that very clear. But yeah, so let me pop my headphones back on and let's keep it moving. All right. So next up, let's talk about the controls for the Status between 3A and C. So they are featuring these buttons that are mounted right on the top. So they use button controls, but they also feature touch controls. So you actually have both on the same set of earbuds. Now they are responsive and easy to use once you get used to all of the commands. They support a single, double, and triple tap and long press for both touch and the buttons. So you have full control over everything on these earbuds. You get play, you get pause, skip track, answering and phone calls, ANC and transparency, and with a long press on either side, you can raise and lower the volume level. So we do have volume control right on the earbuds, which is always a really good thing to see. Now, sadly, one thing we don't have is we don't have the ability to customize the control scheme via the Between 3A and C app. So that's something that I would love to see for them to do in the future, but sadly, it is not available at this time. So let me go ahead and show you this because there are a lot of controls. So let's go ahead. I'm going to bring up the little quick user guide here so you guys can see. So let's see if it'll focus up here real quick. There you go. So there's your physical button controls and all options. There's all the touch controls and all the options. There's exactly where you can press on them. So basically, if you need this, go ahead and pause it here. You can check out all the controls. You can take a screenshot, whatever you want to do, but this is included within the box of the status between 3A and C. But I just wanted to make sure that you guys at least had a chance to see this because there's a lot of stuff here. So yeah, now let's move over to the app support for these earbuds. Now, Status, they do have an app. It's called Between 3A and C. It's available for both Android and for iOS devices. So let me go ahead and bring it up here. And this way, you guys can see what it is that I'm talking about. So here we have my trusty Pixel 7 Pro. And let's go in here, Between 3A and C. Let's see here, scan again. So let's see if it'll do it real quick. So I'm just gonna show this to you live while it's here and going. But all right, give it a sec here. No worries. There we go. Between 3A and C, connect. All right, and we are connected. And there you have them. So basically, once you open up the app, the first thing you're going to see is going to be the battery life of the earbuds themselves. And then below that, you get your current firmware version. And then right here, you have two toggles. You have your noise cancellation toggle, and then you have your ambient sound or transparency mode toggle. So that's that there. Now we move it up. Then you have your sound mode. Right now it's in status signature. I'm going to move it over. This is where you have your EQ presets. You have status signature, status audio file, and original Between Pro. So this is the tuning for the OG Between Pro earbuds. My personal preference here is status signature. We'll get more into that, in the sound quality section. In here, you also have the custom EQ. So you can actually create your own EQ using an 8-band equalizer, and you can save it to the earbuds. So you do have full control over the sound if you wish. And just to be clear, they do respond very well to EQ adjustments if you want to just turn them into bass cannons, or if you want to bring it down and make them flatter and more balanced, you have the ability to do so right within the app. So moving on from there, let's go back here home. So you have your app version 1.3. And now that button takes you home. This button right here takes you to the sound. And this button right here is just your firmware version check. So if there's a new firmware version, this is where you'll find it. Now, this app is super simple. Overall, it's very simple, easy to use. It's not as fleshed out as what we've seen from larger brands like Sony or Bose or Soundcore or JBL. But I'm still very happy to see that Status Audio made this happen in order to improve the customer experience with these earbuds. So huge kudos to them for doing that. Now, to be very, very clear, you don't have to download the Between 3A and C app to use these earbuds. The app simply lets you take full control over the sound quality and give you the ability to do firmware updates as needed. But you definitely don't have to use it if you do not want to, because you have full controls over the earbuds right on the earbuds because of those physical and touch controls being all inclusive. So yeah. And then now let's go ahead and move over to the actual performance of the Status Between 3A and C. So whoops. I'm over here dropping stuff, man. So yeah, so let's get into that real quick. So first up, let's start with the battery life. So Status Audio, they were claiming 8 hours of playback with noise cancellation on and 12 hours of playback with noise cancellation turned off. Now, I saw that and I was like, all right, let's see if we can do it, right? Because these are usually like best case scenarios when they post it on there. So I went ahead and tested these claims for myself. Now, in my own personal testing, I managed to get 7 hours and 4 minutes with noise cancellation turned on and 11 hours and 16 minutes with noise cancellation turned off. This is using them in with the AAC codec at 75% volume, right about there. That's like mixed audio. So I'm not making phone calls. I'm not doing any of that stuff. It's just music playing, videos playing, stuff like that. But overall, this is outstanding battery life when it comes to a set of earbuds like this that have multiple drivers and all of these different features that are built into it. Now, that's kind of the cool thing when you're not using aptX or LDAC, is you actually get improvements on your battery life. So kudos to them for making that happen. Now, as far as charging the earbuds themselves, you do have USB-C right here on the back, and they do feature wireless charging as well. So you have both options. Now, one thing that I had a huge gripe with on the original model of the Between Pro was the terrible quality of the original charging case. It felt weak, it felt cheap, it felt plasticky. The earbuds were very difficult to pull out. So it was just kind of a pain. And I made that point very, very clear in my original review. Now, I'm really happy to report that both the design and the build quality of this new case is greatly improved. They also made it much easier to remove the earbuds from the case, as you can see here. So big kudos to them for paying attention to those gripes that customers were talking about. So yeah, I want to make sure that we give them their flowers, when they do something good. So now let's move over to the active noise cancellation feature. So ANC here, it works very well in my testing. Status Audio was claiming up to 38 decibels of reduction in your ambient noise. So far, the ANC has been excellent in my testing. I use both 75 decibels of crowd noise and 85 decibels of airline cabin noise, and the Between 3 ANC did well against both types of noise. What we don't see here is any form of adjustability for the ANC strength or like adaptive ANC. So that's something that we don't have here. Something we normally see on flagship noise canceling earbuds. It's just not here. Now, mind you, noise cancellation is not the focus of these earbuds, but that's just something that I wanted to make sure I pointed out. It's not a deal breaker, but I just wanted to make sure that that I said that. Lastly, I also didn't experience any sort of EQ shift in the sound when switching between noise cancellation and transparency modes. So kudos to them for getting that right. So overall, the ANC experience with these has been solid. Now, it's not Bose or Sony level, but still impressive nonetheless. So let's move over to the transparency mode. And the transparency mode here is good. That's what I'm gonna say, it's good. A welcome feature, seeing as the OG Between Pro didn't offer either ANC or transparency modes. And it works well enough for like simple conversations with other people or to maintain situational awareness if you're out walking or commuting to work or school. So it's not the best transparency mode that I've heard, just wanna make that clear. Apple still holds that title, but it's not bad either. I'd say both the noise cancellation and transparency modes are running in the middle of the pack for earbuds at this price point, which is gonna be good enough for most, right? So now let's move over to the volume. So let's talk volume here on the Status Between 3A and C. Now, in my measurements, these managed to get 119.7 decibels of peak volume. That is 119.7 of peak volume. So that's dummy loud. That qualifies as dummy loud. So comfortable listening for me comes in around 50 to about 65%, right around there. I try not to go much more beyond that. I really don't want to damage my hearing. That's going to be more than loud enough for like 95% of you. But if these aren't loud enough for you, then you might need to see a doctor about that. Just throwing that out there, man, because there are some people where I'll have a set of earbuds that's getting 121, 122 decibels, and they'll be in my comment section talking about these ain't loud enough. I'm like, I don't think it's the earbuds, bruh. I don't think it's the earbuds. So just making that very clear. So more than enough volume to go around on these earbuds. Now, before we move into the sound quality, if you're getting any value from this video review so far, be sure to hit that subscribe button for me. It's free for you and it helps my channel greatly. We are almost at 100,000 subscribers, so let's make that happen. So let's get into the sound quality, because that's the main attraction of any of Status Audio's products. So Status Audio, they are known for creating products with well-balanced sound, from their IEMs to their studio headphones, as well as the OG Between Pro wireless earbuds. Those earbuds held the title for the best sounding TWS for a long time before finally being dethroned. Now, Status Audio has returned to claim the title with the Between 3A and C here. The sound quality is nothing short of exceptional. Once again, they're using triple drivers per ear to deliver outstanding depth and clarity. A single 10mm dynamic driver for that low-end bass, and dual balanced armatures to handle the mid-range and the treble. Combine that with refinements in their tuning, and you have a serious set of earbuds worthy of taking the crown. All of that despite not having, high-res codecs like LDAC and aptX. Now, they also feature 3 EQ presets, like I said before. You've got Signature, you've got Audiophile, and you've got the original Between Pro. My favorite being Status Signature. The Audiophile tuning is nice. It's much more flat and balanced. If that's your cup of tea, they've got you covered. But for me, the Status Signature was the one that still kept that rumble. It still kept that punchy bass, along with giving you the mid-range and the clarity that I like. So that's the one that I did most of my testing with. So let's go ahead and break down the sound. So first up, let's go ahead and start with the bass. So here we have some excellent sub-bass extension without getting muddy and without bleeding into the mid-range. It's got that strong punch and it hits hard when needed, but still remains controlled if you're listening to other types of music that don't need that hard-hitting bass. It's good enough to satisfy bass heads and audiophiles alike. Now, one of the test tracks that I used for the bass testing was Like This by 2-3 featuring Paul Wall. Now, my Texas peeps know all about the People's Champ Paul Wall, so this track is a must-have for your playlist. It's called Like Dis, Like, second word dis, dis. That's the name of the song. So definitely check that out. Now let's move over to the mid range. Now the mids, they come in with a nice smooth sound that's both slightly forward but still very pleasing at the same time. It's a warm sound that works well for both male and female vocals as well as live instrumentation. So overall, very very nice. And I'm one of those audio enthusiasts who loves a like rich, lush mid range in their headphones and in their earbuds. So this is a win for me, 100%. Now, one of the test tracks that I use for the mid range here to really highlight that is a song called Left Right by XG. If you're unfamiliar with XG, they're a relatively new Japanese girl group that are bringing back that 90s Y2K R&B sound that I love so much. And this track showcases their voice as well, and the music production is on point. Their music is all English, so definitely give it a try. You won't regret it. So now let's move over to the treble. And the treble with the status between 3A and C is crisp and clear and without even a hint of sibilance. Now, if you want to get sibilant, you can easily boost it with the EQ in the app, but for me, it wasn't necessary. I just left it in the signature EQ and I rocked out. Now, on top of that, there is excellent soundstage and imaging here with a set of true wireless earbuds that can rival similarly priced IEMs. You have solid detail retrieval as well, especially when listening to songs with string instruments like guitars, violins, and cello. Never does the sound get cluttered or muddy. Your vocals, your instruments, the drums, they all have their place in the mix, and it is an awesome experience. Now, one of the test tracks that I used to really highlight this was a song called La Llorona by Angela Aguilar. Now, this is a hauntingly beautiful song and truly showcases what the Between 3A and C can do with vocals and live instrumentation. Now, the song is in Spanish, so I know it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but this is something that you should have in your playlist for when you do your testing. Just trust me on this. La Llorona by Angela Aguilar. It's on Cobas. They've got it on Spotify. You can find it on Apple Music. So definitely one that you want to check out. So now, overall, the status audio between 3A and C proved that you don't need fancy codecs to produce one of the best sounding true wireless earbuds on the market in 2023. So if you are one of those codec snobs, do yourself a favor and try these out for yourself. You will see what I mean when I say that tuning and hardware are much more important than codecs. Now, are codecs nice to have, like aptX lossless and that stuff? Of course. But they are not the end all be all. They should never be a deal breaker for you when you're getting a set of earbuds. Because I hear people say that all the time. Oh, it doesn't have aptX? No, I'm not going to do that. You're doing yourself a disservice. You really, really are. All in all, the status between 3A and C have earned a full recommendation from me. These are 100% El Jefe approved, full stop. 100% stamp, sealed of approval, the whole thing, man. I can't give them a higher recommendation than this. So I also want to give a word to Status Audio directly. Hopefully, some of their employees might see this, maybe even James, the CEO of the company, the founder. Firstly, I want to congratulate the team at Status Audio for making an awesome set of earbuds, but I also want to acknowledge all the messages I got from your customers about poor customer support since the release of the OG Between Pro. While I know that this is not the case for all of your customers, I heard enough complaints in my DMs and in my comment section that I felt I needed to bring it up. So if James happens to watch this, please do your best to improve communications with customers if they have issues. Follow-up messages, things like that, they really, really are truly important and can really change the experience that you have with your customers. One thing that I've always known is, even if it's a smaller company, the way that you handle problems with returns or malfunctioning products, that can really earn loyalty from a customer, right? Anybody can take your money, but if you have a problem, the way that you handle that problem, that's what's going to make me a loyal customer and a believer in your product. So hopefully with me saying that, it doesn't fall upon deaf ears. This is a win-win literally for everyone, for consumers and for you as a company and as a brand. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully it doesn't fall upon deaf ears. So now let's throw in a little bit of constructive criticism here on the earbuds themselves. Nothing crazy. So first of all, I'd love to see the customizable controls in the app. I think with the full control setup, this is something that should definitely be included if possible, maybe even in the next version of these. Secondly, there is no in-ear detection, which was kind of surprising considering that this is a feature that's pretty much standard on earbuds at this price point. So definitely something that I think should have been included. And then lastly, there's no low latency mode. Now, mind you, there's minimal lag on these as is, but it would have been nice to see like a low latency or a gaming mode included on these earbuds. Now, just to be clear, that's just some constructive criticism. None of those things are deal breakers in my book, but it's just stuff that I want to make sure I bring up so that they can make improvements on the next version if possible. So now let's go ahead and get into some microphone quality samples. For people who like to take phone calls with their earbuds, I'll be doing both quiet and crowd noise tests on these earbuds. And I'm including obviously the status audio between 3A and C, and I'm going to put them up against the Apple AirPods Pro and the Nothing Ear 2 so you can see how they compare under those conditions. Let's jump into it. All right, so here we have the microphone test for the status audio between 3A and C. So testing, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, I'm indoors in a semi-quiet room. So testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, so here we have the microphone test for the Apple AirPods Pro second generation. So testing, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, I'm indoors once again in a semi-quiet room. So testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, so here we have the microphone test for the Nothing Ear 2. So testing, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, once again, I'm indoors in a semi-quiet room. So testing, 1, 2, 3. And here we have the status audio between 3A and C in a simulated crowd noise environment. So something like a busy bar, a crowded restaurant, or something along those lines. So testing, 1, 2, 3. And here we have the Apple AirPods Pro second generation in a simulated crowd noise environment. So something like a busy bar, a crowded restaurant, or something along those lines. So testing, 1, 2, 3. And here we have the microphone test for the Nothing Ear 2 in a simulated crowd noise environment. So something like a busy bar, a crowded restaurant, or something along those lines. So testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, so there you have the microphone samples. For me personally, I think they did very, very well, better than I had expected in the noise test. But yeah, I mean, it's a really tight race between those three. But obviously, in the comment section, you guys can let me know which ones you preferred for those mics. Now, my sample here of the status audio between 3A and C were purchased by me with my own money. So this is not a review sample that was sent over to me. This is something that I bought for myself. For my longtime viewers who are here every weekend, you guys know I've been having a back and forth with status audio. They were supposed to send them. They never sent them over. I just went ahead and bought them for myself with my own money, just throwing that out there. So I'm not currently in contact with status audio at this time, so there was no monetary compensation involved, and they were not afforded any copy approval or early access to this video prior to it being published, obviously because this is a live stream and I'm doing this in one take. I'm telling you this because I believe in transparency with you as the viewer. As always, please be sure to watch multiple reviews before making that final purchase decision. As far as I know, I believe my boy GameSki also has a review on these, so make sure you guys go over there and check out his video and show him some love. Now, if you're interested in seeing my tier list of all the true wireless earbuds I've tested, check out the video I'll leave right up here on the screen. With that said, my name is Jefe, and I'm out this bitch. All right, man. Thank you all for hanging with me, for chilling with me all that time while I did the live review of the status audio between 3A and C. Now, I know it's very rare for you guys to hear me give something that much of a stamp of approval, but these 100% deserve it. They absolutely blew me away. That's why I've been so people have been asking me comment section and live streams, and I've been mum's the word, right? Because these are excellent. They get the full seal of approval. But I also wanted to make sure that I spoke up about customer support and the need to improve that over at Status Audio. To be fair, they are a small team. They are not Soundcore. They are not Sony. They are not Bose. So it's a small team, and I want to make sure I acknowledge that. But I want to make sure that they kind of can improve that wherever possible. Hopefully. So I'm just throwing that out there. But let's get into it, man. I know I'm super far behind on the chat. I am really sorry about that, but I wanted to get that review out of the way And that way we could just kind of get into the usual shenanigans. Now, first and foremost, my dude Rob Hawk says he rules, threw in a $13.99 super chat. So let's give it one time for my guy Rob Hawk.
It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much, man. I really, really appreciate that, man. Thank you for coming through. I see Sean Brady's in the house. Quick shout outs here. Car Dealership Tycoon Guy, what's up? Tech for your needs, what's up, bro? Aldrich in the house, what's up, man? Evans in the building. Holla at your boy. I see you, bro. Jeremiah, Brandon, see you guys. Thank you for coming through. I see my guy Digital Slang in his thing. Sean P, what up, though, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Andrew Smith, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you. We got Dreeton in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. Desmond's in the building. What's up, bro? 9116. What's up, man? Chill Picks in the house. What's up, man? How you doing? Wade C, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you. BJ Perry's in the building. Always a good time seeing him here. Max, what's good, bro? Happy Sunday. Good to see you, bro. See Septian's in the building. What's up, bro? Man, when Septian walks in to my chat, it's like always good to see you, bro. Always good to see you up in here, man. Thank you for coming through, bro. We got Swizzy in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. Appreciate you coming in, man. Let's see who else came in. I'm just giving everybody their flowers right now, man. Ashlord, what's up, man? Good to see you. Appreciate you coming through. Pico O'Neill, what's up, man? Good to see you. Fighting Navy man, how's it going? Good to see you. All right, got Derek Crocker in the house. What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Going down the list here, just making my way through. Flashing your pan, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Michael Corcoran's in the building. Hashtag salute. What's up, bro? Mark, what's going on, man? Good to see you here. Good to see you. All right, going through, making sure I'm making it all the way down. Don't know how to say this name right here. 11L, 1L, I don't know, man. But good to see you. Raymond, what's up, bro? Oh, man, we got Atilo Laws. Something like that. Atilols. Something like that. What's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Let's see here. Who else we got in here? Big John, hashtag salute. What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. We got Crush City in the house. What's up, man? How you doing? Paul Swidem, bro. How you doing, man? Good to see you, bro. Always good to see you here, man. Let's see here. Yo, Zach Talk Tech. What's up, man? Good to see you, Zach. I saw Zach earlier on my guy Mike Bender stream. He's doing a birthday stream, and they're doing like Lego builds and stuff. So good times over there. So what's up, man? Always a good time, man. Samantha, how you doing? Good to see you. Appreciate you coming through. Real Mrs. Jones, hashtag salute. Thank you for coming through. But yeah, man, finally caught up, man. So yeah, if you guys are interested in actually checking out those Between Pros, or sorry, the Between 3A and C, yeah, $249 for these guys, man. So I believe on the initial sale for these was at $199. I believe it was like for the first like pre-orders or whatever it was during that period, but right now they are $249, and these things are selling out over and over and over. They haven't hit Amazon yet. My guess is at some point that price is going to settle back around 200 probably. I think that's really where they should be, is $200. Now, mind you, do they have the performance of a $250 earbud? Yes, they absolutely freaking do. But for me, just for where they are in the market, I think at $199 is where they really should be. They would sell like hotcakes. If they do price them at $200, if I had to give them a ranking, I'd rank them above everything else under $200. That includes nothing. That includes OnePlus. That includes Soundcore. They would beat everything under that price point. So they would be the king mid-range earbud. And they could dethrone anything above that. They could dethrone, like Bang Olufsen. They could get probably pretty close to the Neuras. So yeah, they perform at that high of a level. So yeah, just throwing that out there, man. But yeah, so appreciate that, man. Hey, I was watching since the beginning. Love your reviews. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. So let's see. So just don't like the look of them. Hey, that was a thing for a lot of people, bro. Like there was a lot of people for the OG ones who came into my comment section and they were like, bro, those things look like mini Ring doorbells. So yeah, I mean, here's the thing with me, right? I honestly don't care about the looks of a product. This is just to be completely honest, right? Because I can't see them while I'm wearing them. And I'm enjoying the sound. And I don't care what other people think of me wearing something. Like if they think it looks funny, I don't care. Their opinions don't matter. Their opinions don't matter. So for me, it's like, I really don't care. So that's the thing. As long as they're comfortable, as long as they sound good, and as long as they perform at the way that they're supposed to perform, then yeah. And these really hit the important things: is sound quality, comfort, battery life, call quality, noise cancellation, transparency, multi-point. They hit the points that they need to hit. Having like this level of sound and performance on a triple driver earbud with this level of battery life, like bruh. Bruh, are you serious? So yeah, they Status Audio, they just threw down the gauntlet for a lot of companies, because there's a lot of companies that can match these spec for spec and beat them, but they can't touch the battery life. They can't touch that. They can't get their earbuds past 5 or 6 hours. So if we see more earbuds that are starting to push like 6 hours to 8 hours or longer, that's where we need to be. Because the other stuff I think is relatively easy because a lot of companies are already doing it. But a lot of them are slacking on that battery life. I want to see a little bit more of that. What do you guys think? Right? At least that's how I feel about it. That's how I feel. Let's see. I got these for $179. Came to $192 after taxes. They were $199, but had a code for 20 off. Nice. Yeah, bro. Better than the OnePlus Pro too. 100%, bro. 100%. And you know how much I love the OnePlus. So you know what I'm saying. So they have a cool look. I like the squared look. Yeah, man. But it's like, to each their own. Some people like it, some people don't. So I'm not sure how they would work with my tiny ears. Yeah, so that can be a thing, right? And that's the thing where we kind of got to be careful with, because the nice thing about these, let's see if it'll focus in. Good Lord. Come on, there we go. The nice thing about these is that a lot of the size of them is outside of your ear. Like all of this sits outside your ear. So it's just this section and the ear tip that goes into your ear. But it's really tough to say with small ears, because they really are designing earbuds for tiny ears, which kind of sucks, but it's also packaging, right? Because the technology can only be so small. So basically, if you remove a lot of battery, if you remove a lot of features, the earbuds can get smaller and smaller and smaller. But for you, the real Mrs. Jones, I'd be looking at the Soundcore Sleep A10 if you need something really small. I actually did a YouTube short about these a couple days ago, which is these guys right here. Let's see if there you go, focus, right? These things are freaking tiny. Like, look at the size of this earbud. Like, so just for reference, right? I'll bring up one of the Status earbuds right here, right? Just for reference, look at the size of this earbud. Look how tiny that is. The ear tip is almost bigger than the earbud itself. So yeah, just as a size reference, like that's a small earbud. This is about as small as I've seen on the market. So just throwing that out there. But yeah, if you have small ears, that's about as small as it gets. Yo, Steve coming through with a $19.99 super chat. Let's hit it one time for my guy Steve, man.
It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money.
Man, thank you so much, Steve. Man, them horns go crazy on that song, bro. I love that song, man. Ashlord, what's up, man? Says, yo, Jefe, I have the Galaxy Buds Pro and I'm planning to upgrade to a Pixel 7 Pro. Should I get the Buds 2 Pro or the Pixel Buds Pro? Normally, if you're going to be changing your phone to a Pixel 7 Pro, I would probably go ahead and get the Pixel Buds Pro. But you can use your Galaxy Buds 2 Pro with the Pixel. It's not going to be a problem. So yeah, I mean, for now, I would say hold off on getting the Pixel Buds while you have the Galaxy Buds. Use them with it, and if for whatever reason you lose them or you just kind of don't like them no more, or there's a big discount on the Pixel Buds Pro, then at that point pick them up. But you really don't have to do it right away. I would save your money right now. Yeah. Let's see. Digital saying facts. We're at a point in earbuds where battery life needs to be a minimum 8 hours. Dude, thank you, bro. That's facts right there, bro. So yeah, we need more battery life for the ANC. I don't care about the industry standard. Thank you. Exactly. The shade probably allowed them to stick a big battery in. Absolutely. Oh, I'm ordering the A10s this week. Okay, that's cool. All right, got you. Oh, you know what? I don't know. I have no clue, man. I have no clue. Let's see here. Yo, Raymond coming through with a $5 super chat. I missed the review, but can't wait to watch it. Been waiting forever for your opinion. Hey, no worries, man. And just to be clear, I will be chopping this stream down to just the review portion. So if you want to catch the full replay with all of the shenanigans, what we're going to do there, let's go back over here. We're going to be doing that with, hang on a sec here. Let me go back to that screen. Normally, you'll be able to find the full replay here on my homepage under the El Jefe live playlist. So this is where I usually do like the full uncut replays. So the one that you see here right now that we're watching right at this moment, that one's going to be cut down to just like the 20, 25 minutes or whatnot of this actual review of this product. So just wanted to make that clear. But yeah, so let's go ahead and give Raymond here the quick love for the $5 super chat, man.
It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money.
Yo, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Man, I love those horns on that song, man. Yeah, the A10s are legit. Absolutely, man. The only reason, now to be clear, now obviously Q4 last year, there was a lot of earbuds that I never reviewed, and it's obviously for good reason for people that know. At the end of August, my wife passed away. So that was right before the launch. It was right at the time where the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro launched, Bose QC2 launched, Status VRP10, or sorry, the Soundcore VRP10, the gaming earbuds, the Sleep A10 earbuds. There was a lot of products that dropped in September, October that I was in no place to be reviewing. And that's the reason why a lot of those got missed. But the Sleep A10s, man, they're freaking legit. They are freaking legit earbuds, man. It makes no sense for them to sound the way they do because they bang. And I'm like, what? How? How do they bang like this? It's so awesome, man. Let's see here. Slang said, nah, man, I'm broke right now. Oh, damn. All right. Oh, man. Stop digging in my pockets. Oh, yeah, man. Dang, I forgot, Sean. So just to be clear with you guys, I was in my script and I forgot to put it in. I was supposed to dead ass stare at the camera and be like, Sean, it's time to buy these. I was supposed to do that in that video.
Bruh.
I can hear Sean right now. As soon as I gave him the green light, bro. Yeah, his wallet, bro, right now. His wallet is saying, yo, Steve, what's up, man? You don't lose too many Galaxy Buds features going from a Samsung to any other Android. Just a low latency in Samsung's proprietary codec. Yeah, 100%, man. 100% correct. Jefe is not exaggerating the performance of these earbuds. They're legit. Yeah, man. Yeah, and BJ got them before me. Just to be clear, BJ got them before I did because he ordered them during the pre-order period when I thought that Status was going to send me a sample, and they totally didn't. So I was just like, come on. So he was the one that was like egging me on, like, yo, these are legit. You got to try them out. And yeah, bro. So I'm glad I finally went ahead and got them, man. So I'm glad I finally went ahead and got them. I had some dudes say that most people don't listen past 5 hours. So well, see, but everybody's situation is different. Everybody's situation is different. And that's the key. So why not, right? Why not? People from the Bay Area think they're better than everyone. Oh, wait, they are. Go Warriors.
Bruh.
Oh, man. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Oh, man. Just wondering, do you the Beoplay HE? If so, I don't know what those are, Steve. Beoplay HE? If they're new, I haven't tried them. Let's see here. I missed this live, but I'm interested in watching the review. What was your overall opinion? Buy them. That's my overall opinion, sir. But definitely watch the replay. That way you can get all the information you need before you make that purchase decision. I'd spend $249 on some IEMs. Don't know about TWS. That's steep. Yeah, no, 100%, man. And I've spent way more than that. But for me, it's a tax write-off at this point. So, said, oh, that BB bumping in my Live Free 2s. Oh, bro. That's like, if you're a bass head, the Live Free 2s are still my top choice for you. They're so good. So good. Space A40 has great battery life. Somehow, even though they're small, it doesn't have the sound quality or the mics that the more expensive sound products have. Yeah, but still, though, overall, they're really, really good, man. Really good. Says, hold on, go back up. Samantha says, I occasionally experience some Bluetooth interference with the 3ANC one working out. I use the iPhone 13 mini, hoping firmware updates might fix this. So it depends on where you're working out because it's this is not something that I haven't heard before. I've actually heard this across a multitude of products. Even for myself, I've actually experienced that a couple of times when I was at the gym. And the reason for that is because you're in a gym full of other people using Bluetooth headphones and stuff. So you get this interference plus the Wi-Fi and stuff. So I've experienced that. But as soon as I get outside or if I just go for a walk around my neighborhood, I don't have any issues. So that could be what's going on. I'm not saying that that's exactly what's happening to you, Samantha, because I don't know where you're working out in that situation. But if that is an issue that's happening regardless of where you are, then yeah, you definitely want to let them know. Shoot them an email, firing off an email, or contact their customer support. Just, hey, let them know. I haven't experienced this connectivity issue. If I had, I would have brought this up in this review, but I haven't experienced it. So hopefully that's not the norm for people. But I'm really sorry to hear that's happening to you. Sorry for your loss. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. It's actually the painting that you see right here. That's actually a painting of one of our wedding photos. So yeah, that one of the friends made for me, and it's beautiful, man. And it's terrible. It's a terrible loss. I'll never be the same person that I was prior to August of last year. But I'm figuring things out. That's, people say like, oh, you had to move on. People don't move on. One thing I've learned about grief, and I'm going through a lot of therapy and counseling for it, is that you don't move on. You just learn to live one day at a time with the pain, right? So that's the thing. You just learn to live with it. You learn to live with this like hole, this hole in your life. So yeah, but that's where we are with that. It says Este Bandito, hola, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you coming through. What would you see? What would you like to see improved with the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro? With those, I would say call quality needs to be improved for sure. Volume is good on those. I would probably say, well, the thing with sound quality is they're always going to be the same. One thing that Samsung has proven that they're going to stick to their Harman tuning, their tuned by AKG. They're just going to stick to the way that they sound because they pretty much sound overall mostly the same for like 4 iterations of earbuds. So it's like they're kind of sticking to that. So beyond that, I mean, not much more. I mean, they've made them more comfortable. I think more than anything else, it needs to be improvements on battery life and improvements on call quality for sure. Yeah. Yo, what's up, Tommy? Good to see you, man. BioPlay HX. No, have not tried them, bro. Sorry, man. Let's see. Yeah, Super Review was super critical about the Nothing 2. Was really disappointed by the treble, and he's not prone to hyperbole. Yeah. Hey, man. I mean, I saw that. I don't agree with that. There. You'll see for Nothing. As far as reviews for Nothing, you're gonna see people all over the map on them, and I don't know if that's a unit variance thing or if we're all just hearing things differently. So, but that's the thing. For me, I really like them. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see here. I bought my mom the Soundpeats Free 2 Classic as her first true wireless. She really likes them. Thank you for your review. Dude, the Soundpeats Free 2 Classic are so good. I'm glad that you got them for her as a first one because they are excellent. The sound quality on those is outstanding. So yeah, super, super good. Um, let's see here. August, man. Time flies. Doesn't feel like that long ago. Yeah, man. It's eight months as of today. It's 8 months, man. So yeah, it literally uh, it feels like yesterday for me, man. So says, "Oh no, what happened? What do you miss most about her?" Well, I mean, it's not something that I really like to talk about too much out publicly. I actually have a whole. So we'll put it like this: I don't want to get into it right now. What I miss about her most is just her presence and the peace and calmness that she brought into my life. It helped me with my anxiety. But if you want to know more about that situation, there is a video on my channel where I do go into that. Basically, it's if you go into my channel, you go to live, and you go right here where it says thank you, and this is taking a moment to thank the El Jefe fam. This is where I explain the whole situation. This is when I came back to the channel after taking like a month off. So if you want to know the whole situation, that's where I talk about it. So yeah. And I don't mind people asking me. It's just one of those things where it's a lot to get into that I don't want to do at this moment. So, let's see. Samsung owns Harman Kardon, which made the Harman Target. Yeah, yeah, of course, duh. Yeah. Yo, Evan, take it easy, bro. I appreciate you coming through, man. Thanks, man. Let's see. Ray, is it better than Galaxy Buds 2 Pro? Is what better than the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro? You got to be specific, bruh. You got to be specific, man. Hold on. There's something else too that I wanted to show you guys because it's freaking dope. And I'm probably going to be dropping a review of this pretty soon too. But let me bring it up. This is my Sony Walkman, man. So Sony was kind enough to send this over, which I was really, really surprised by. So let me go ahead and turn it on. It's going to take a couple of seconds for it to actually turn on, but I'll show it to you guys here in a sec. Now, this thing is pretty dope, man. It's a Sony Walkman. I haven't had a proper DAP like this in years, right? And I haven't had like an actual, like a Sony Walkman. My last one was my a Sony Discman that I had. And I remember really specifically because at the time my car had a tape deck. So I had one of those like adapters that you plug into your Discman, and had a wire that ran to something that looked like a cassette, and you would put it in your tape deck, and then you could hear your CDs through your tape deck in your car. So that was the last Sony Discman that I had. And then once I upgraded my head unit in my car to a CD player, after that, I didn't need my Discman anymore. I was rolling. I was rolling in style at that point with a proper CD player in my car. So but that's what it was, man. So that's how we rolled. But yeah, so this is the first one, man. Hang on, let me go ahead and unlock this thing. Whoops, wrong pin. So it's a trip, man, because I've never had one like this that like runs, it runs Android 12. The backdrop with the TDK tape, that's just a wallpaper that I pulled up here for it. But so if we go in here into music, let's see here. Let it do its Walkman thing. Now I don't have a set of earbuds or IEMs or headphones plugged into it, but it's kind of cool. Like when you're playing a song, it has this wallpaper that I thought was really cool because it basically acts, or it kind of makes itself look like a cassette. Like check that out. And so it's like a tape that's spinning, and if you look closely, it changes whenever the song changes, it puts the artist and the track on the tape. Like that to me is so freaking cool. Like it's just a little thing, right? It's like this little thing that I'm like, all right, it is what it is, but it's nothing too crazy, but it's just like a little nostalgia that I was like, damn, this is freaking dope, man. So yeah, just throwing that out there, man. Just throwing that out there. Let's see. What do you think are the best sounding Bluetooth headphones, no matter the price? Bluetooth headphones right now, no matter the price. I like my Focal Batiste. So they run like $800. Bluetooth headphones, they're freaking awesome. Both wired and wireless. They're awesome. Yeah. The tape adapter. You know what time it is, bro. Is Harman Kardon focusing on the Galaxy line, which is why they haven't released wireless earbuds directly from the company? That's my guess, because they haven't dropped anything since the N400s, the AKG N400s. So yeah, it's been a while, man. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, she's making a home for heaven. And to be honest, I watched her videos before her passing, and it would seem that her love and peace showed through you. Yeah, man, I'm a different person. Like, I mean, same but different because of the journey that I've been on the past 8 months. So yeah, but I'm trying to find my way, man. I'm trying to find my way. So I just had to make sure you didn't review them on your channel, but what are your thoughts on the Soundpeats Mini Pro HS? I've seen the Mini, but not the HS. Well, the thing is, there isn't enough of a difference between the Mini Pro and the Mini Pro HS that would warrant a separate review on my channel. Now, I know everybody and their mama did a separate video for the HS. Dude, literally the only difference is the codec. Sound quality difference? Minimal, because they were using aptX and then they went to LDAC. Not a huge difference there. Not a huge difference. So yeah, you can get either or. Honestly, I've been telling people like this, get whichever's cheaper. Get whichever's cheaper. So that's really what it comes down to. Both of them are freaking excellent. Easily one of the best options that you can get for a set of earbuds under $60. Easily. So whichever one's cheaper, if it's the Mini Pro or the HS, grab either or. You can't lose. You can't go wrong with either. So yeah. So it just depends, man. But yeah, you can't go wrong with either at this point. Let's see here. Nostalgia at its finest. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. I need to hit up Sony, but I'm prepared for disappointment. Yeah, no, I hear you, man. So with Sony, it wasn't even a matter of me hitting them up because I always got ignored. But it was actually Sony that contacted me to kind of establish this relationship and rapport, which is nice. So yeah, it's nice to have contact with them. So it's not like a partnership in a sense of where like they're sponsoring videos or anything like that. It's not like that kind of a thing. It's mostly like, you know, product feedback, stuff like that, which is nice. It's a good relationship to be in. Let's see here. It says, sorry, I had a delay. I meant to say, are the status between 3A and C better than Galaxy Buds 2 Pro? Yes. Better sound, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Let's see. Hey, Mark, good to see you, man. Glad you're here, man. I hope you're having a good day today. I know it's difficult, man, but I hope you're having a good day, man. Apollo's in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see here. But yeah, man. So that was what I was doing here. I was showing you guys the Sony Walkman. Yeah. So here's the 3.5 jack on this one right here. It's got a mini SD card slot, or micro SD card slot. So I went ahead and loaded up some FLAC files in here for music, dropped them in there. And that's how we do it. But because it's running Android, I also have Qobuz, you have Apple Music. So like you can load up your apps. Like it's Android. So you can load up your apps, YouTube, all that stuff. So yeah, this thing's pretty dope, man. Like it's pretty cool. I've been enjoying it so far. You know, when I go to just like, if I just want to listen to music, I don't have to worry about having to run the music off of my phone. I can run it off of here. And if I don't want to be online, like if I want to listen just within in like airplane mode, then I have the music that's downloaded onto it, or the music that's on my micro SD card. So pretty dope, man. It's pretty dope. Oh, excuse me. I don't recognize these strange little holes for accessories. Yeah, what's an SD card slot? What's a headphone jack? Oh man, it reminds me of when Juan Bagnell says, "What's a computer?" I just checked the price on that Walkman. Sheesh. Mind you, here's the thing about this one, Sean. This is the, I believe this is the 306, if I remember correctly. Hang on, I have the box right here. So here it is. Yeah, so this one is the A306. This is their mid-range one. This is the mid-range one because they have one that's actually they have multiple models that are way more expensive than this. There's one that's like 800, 900, and I believe there's another one that's well over 1,000. So, and dude, there's companies like Fio that are making some that are like, I think they're like $2,000 to $4,000. Like it's nuts. It's nuts, man. The DAP game is deep. It is deep. So, or as our friend Easy likes to say, is deep. Oh man, but that's how we do it. That's how we do it. Let's see here. Well, I guess I'm doing a sound piece comparison video. Then, if there's no difference sound wise, it doesn't make sense to do a separate video. That's up to you, man. When I say that, that's for me. That's me. That's strategy that I'm doing on my own channel. You don't have to do what I do, bro. If you feel like it deserves its own video, dude, knock yourself out. Make your own video. You're all good, bro. But I'm telling you, but if you do a versus, just keep it like, because a lot of the specs are going to be the same. So just keep it simple, right? Like, what's a sound? You know, is there any difference? Can you hear any difference between aptX and LDAC? If you can, hell yeah, cool. You know what I mean? And if you can't, it is what it is. But it'll be a helpful video either way. Oh yeah, there's there's $4,000 DACs out there, yeah, or not DAC, but DAP. Oh, there are $4,000 DACs. This is a DAP, DAP, so digital audio player. Yeah. It says, Hefe, do you have a favorite Bluetooth speaker? Right now, it's the Motion X600. I did a review of it a couple of weeks ago. If you guys missed it, that is on the channel. For anybody who may have missed it, it's right here. Soundcore Motion X600, spatial audio, LDAC. This thing is legit. So that's my favorite speaker at the moment. So definitely something to check out if you haven't checked it out already. Hey, thanks for your content. Do you have any idea what the max volume for Jabra Elite series? If I remember correctly, I believe there were somewhere between 105 and 110 dB max, but I would have to retest all of them to give you a full one. Either way, they get loud enough, but they're not the loudest earbuds out there. Just making that clear. But if you really want to like get more perceived volume out of them, you can pump up the EQ in the app to try to make them have more sound output if you want to try that. So says Diego says, I have the Moondrop Kato. I'm looking for Bluetooth DAC that has great sound, multi-point connection, and great battery. Do you have a recommendation? Bluetooth DAC? I'm not sure what you're asking me here for Moondrop Kato. Bluetooth DAC. Are you talking about like a FIO? Like, you know, one of like, if you're looking for something with Bluetooth that you can connect your IEMs to, you could do something like a BTR7, or you can get a BTR5 pretty cheap now. A BTR7 is like the latest model. This is the FIO BTR7 right here. See if it'll focus. So you can basically, you can plug in your headphones, you Bluetooth pair this to your phone, you plug in your IEMs right here, and you can just like clip this to your shirt or whatnot. So BTR7, that's like the latest model, but you can get the BTR5. I think they're like less than $100 now. So yeah, but those are probably my go-to options for that kind of a thing. Yo, did I see another super chat come in? What's up, man? Yo, $15 super chat from my guy 9116, man. Keep shining, and thanks for the throwback. Nah, man, thank you for the super chat, man. Let's do it one time for my guy 9116.
It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. $15 super chat. Huge thank you to you, man. Thank you so much, man. Let's see. High gain mode on this is region lock for a non-Japanese model. Yeah, that's what I've heard, man. I've heard the same thing, which to me is like, seriously? Like, that to me just makes no freaking sense, man. I know for EU, I know that there are like volume limitations, but that to me is kind of like, we should have the option. We should have the option to unlock that if we want, right? If it has the hardware built into it, then why would we have that, hard coded into it? It should be something like, hey, if you want to listen to these at a higher volume, acknowledge, the terms of service or whatever, and then you can unlock it and then you can listen to it however you want. Like, that to me is just, yeah, I agree with you on that one, man. That shouldn't be a thing. That shouldn't be a thing at all. Says ITTV Gaming. Says, maybe off topic, what streaming software do you use? OBS? Yeah, I'm just using OBS. Yep. There wasn't much difference between Air 3 Deluxe and Air 3 Deluxe HS. I was like, sound PT all okay? Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Thomas, what's up, man? Says, found your channel last year. Just wanted to buy a single earbud, but your content is really likable, and I come here every once in a while, even months after I've bought the earbud. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Let's see, where are we at here? Raymond, what's up? What's your favorite set of earbuds? Whatever the price, just for sound quality. Right now, it's the Nura True Pro. But right now, a close second are the Status Between 3s. So yeah, those two are really, right up there. B&O EX worth the $400 price tag, or just stick to the Earphone Pro 3? I would say no. Now, when they first came out, they were one of the very best on the market, but they were still $100 above what they should be asking. When you're buying B&O, you're paying for a brand name. There's a tax on that, just like Apple, just like Sony, just like Bose. You're getting taxed because of their brand name, not because they're that much better than everything else. So I would not pay $400 for the B&O EX right now. If you can get them discounted, if you can get them renewed or refurbished for under $300 or under $200, do that. But don't pay the full $400 for them, unless you got it like that. Unless you could drop $400 and it's like nothing to you. Yeah, knock yourself out. But yeah, I wouldn't do it right now, man. I wouldn't do it because it's very low return on your investment at this point. So. I got the BTR5 for $100. Well worth it. Nice. I have the Sennheiser 599, but for some reason, when I try the 800s, I can only hear a tiny difference, and they have a huge price gap. Really? Yeah. I have the 800s, and to me, they freaking sound amazing. I can hear the difference between, like, I don't have the 599s. I have the 560s, the 560S, the Sennheiser HD6XX, and these are the 660S2, and I have the 800S. And I can hear the difference. Like, it's the amount of detail, the amount of soundstage is a big difference in it. It feels like much higher resolution. The best way that I could describe it, at least in my own layman's terms, because I'm not an expert audiophile engineer or anything like that, it's like when you're going from 1080p to 4K. how I can best describe it. It's like much more resolution to the sound. But yeah. Bluetooth digital analog convertible like the HiFi Go. Maybe that's what he's talking about. Maybe. Yeah, man. Heavy, who you rolling with between Lakers and Warriors, dude? Let's see if they can wrap it up though, man. Let's. I don't know. I don't know, man. I already got them, but what do you think about the JBL Tour Pro 2? I don't have thoughts on those because I don't have them. So yeah, I mean they're JBL earbuds, so I have high expectations of them, but I don't have them, so I can't say. Yeah. Let's see here. B&O EQs on Amazon 180 right now. Just got mine last week. For sound, it's a super value. Yeah, the EQs are still a really good earbud for sure. They're kind of chunkers though. So if you have small ears, you probably don't want to mess with them. Let's see. If my youngest son's a big Warriors fan, he can probably tell you the name of the hospital Curry was born at. Nice. Oh man. Let's see here. Paul says, did you notice that you had to push your IEMs to high volume on the A306? I bought it when it first came out and it seems underpowered to me. Returned it. Yo, Paul, that's actually, I think that's part of what we were talking about earlier with the volume being locked on this. But yeah, I have to, with my IEMs and my headphones, I have to turn them up to like, I think the volume goes up to like 120, which is so random, right? Instead of 100 or 150, they go to like 120. Like, okay. So, but I normally have to listen to this between like 90 and 120. So I have to listen to them at the very top end. And even at 120, they're still not like too loud. So to me, it feels like the volume has been capped. Like there's not like it needs a high gain. And I don't have access to that. Like I'm stuck in low gain mode, which kind of sucks. And that's something that I need to talk about with Sony and be like, I don't know what you guys are doing, but this needs to get unlocked or something, or give me an adjustability to adjust something. But yeah, no, I totally agree. Totally agree. Yo, Buzz 703, what's up, man? Appreciate you coming through with the super chat. Let's hit it one time for my guy Buzz, man.
It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money.
Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate you coming through, Buzz. Thank you, man. Seriously. Says we won't get an argument about LeBron for me slaying. I love the Lakers, but want LeBron out of there. I heard that. That volume on cap. Yeah, the volume is on cap, bro, for real. 100%. Oh, man. Yeah, man. It says, wait, are there IEMs below 300 that beat Neura True Pro sound quality? Yes. But different, I would say, because Neura True Pro, what makes them excellent is the combination of their personalized sound, which you're not going to get with IEMs, their use of spatial audio, which you're not going to get with IEMs. So that's the difference. They do it in a different way to bring an experience out of a set of wireless earbuds that you can't really get. But if you're just talking about just pure sound quality for sound quality, yeah, you can get true wireless earbuds, you can get IEMs for less money that can outperform them. Yeah, you can totally do that for sure. My first initial thoughts, two options. Sennheiser IE200 is one. Moondrop Kato is another. There's another one that I'm trying to think of, but it's slipping my mind. But yeah. So yeah, you can definitely do that for sure. Sorry I didn't hear that convo. Playing Star Wars Survival while I listen to you. Hey, no worries, man. No worries at all, man. But I appreciate you guys coming through for the review and everything, man. Seriously, I cannot thank you guys enough, man. Getting that one out of the way. I can move on to some of the Sony stuff because I've also got the new Sony earbuds as well. The Sony Walkman. I got some Sony headphones that I've been meaning to review forever. So just trying to get myself back on the train. It's difficult, man. It's not as easy as it sounds. There's some people who get it, some people don't. But going through what I've been going through for like 8 months it's not been easy. That's why some weekends you don't see me stream, because I'm just going through a hard time. And a lot of my creativity and a lot of my motivation and drive to do this, it depends on my mental health. And sometimes it's just not where it should be. But that's what it is. And that's the stuff that I'm dealing with. But we're getting there, man. We're getting there. So yeah, I'm just trying to improve things, one day at a time, 1 week at a time, to try to get back to the level that we're at. But also wanted to say this, and I know some people don't like it, but I do appreciate the homies that have been coming through, pulling up and checking out. I've been dropping a lot of YouTube shorts lately, man. So I've been putting up shorts. I finally got hired an editor to take care of the editing, and that's why like this, the sound. Sorry. The sleep earbuds short that I put out, the AirPods 3, the one about the gym earbuds, the best noise cancellation. So I've got a bunch more coming out for the YouTube shorts. I'm also uploading them on Instagram. I'm also putting them up on TikTok. But just trying to find different ways of reaching new audiences and bringing them in, man. So I know for some people that's not your thing, and that's totally cool. If YouTube shorts aren't your thing, no worries. If vertical content's not your thing, no worries. You definitely don't have to watch it. It's not gonna like keep me from making like regular videos or doing the live streams. I'm just adding an additional piece, and those shorts that you're seeing are basically just cuts from like my previous live streams. So that's really what they are. So for the most part, you guys have probably already seen it if you've watched my live streams. So that's where we're pulling those from. But just finding a way to repurpose that content in order to reach new audiences, reach new viewers. So just throwing that out there. But there have been people who've been watching. There's been people who've been leaving comments. So I just want to say thank you to you guys who are supporting this new flavor of El Jefe that's been coming out on the channel for the past few days. So I really do appreciate that, you guys. Kato's still my go-to IEM. Yeah, same, bro. Same. Hey, Ashlor, no worries, man. Take it easy, bro. Appreciate you coming through. Let's see here. Thanks for the great stream. Hey, no worries, man. Appreciate you guys coming in, man. Hey, Vince, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Do you comment? Do you reply to comments on shorts too? Yeah, I mean, I try to reply to as many comments as I can. It's not easy though, but I do try to reply to as many as I can. Yeah. Is there an animal that's loud with accurate? An animal? Maybe you meant to say an IEM? that's loud with accurate mids and stable fits. Sick content. Hefe for real. Keep it up. The shorts are cool. Thanks, man. I'm not sure what you're asking me for here because you wrote, "Is there an animal?" And I think autocorrect might have got you, man. So I would rewrite that real quick. But yeah. He hired me as his editor. Man, no, I didn't. So just to be clear, I actually went through a service called Content Minis. It's actually a company that's owned by my friend Shelly. So some of you may be familiar with her. She has a channel called Shelly Saves the Day. She's an awesome creator in her own right. And yeah, she's taking care of that for me, which, keeps me from having to do more work. So basically it's like, I'm at a point where I was able to hire somebody to take care of that part of it for me. And it makes it easier because all I got to do is now I just got to upload them. She's taking care of the edits. She sends them over to me and I can just upload them, and it just makes my life so much easier. It's worth every penny. So yeah. So yeah, I know Shelly. Yeah, Shelly's cool, man. Shelly's fan, man. We actually got to hang out a couple of times. So she's good people, man. Yeah, man. By animal, I meant earbuds. Okay, so earbuds that's loud with accurate mids and stable fit. I would say you probably want to go with something depending on your budget. If you want to keep it under $100, I would say, especially for loud, you want to go with like the Earfun Air Pro 3, if I'm correct. It's the latest ones that they just put out a couple months ago. So those would be the ones that I would recommend for you for what you're looking for. If you want to keep it under $100, if you want to go over $100, you could look at OnePlus Buds Pro 2. That would be my next recommendation. Yeah. Yeah. My autocorrect turns IEM into Omer. Yeah, dude, autocorrect be killing people, bro. Autocorrect, it just does that, man. Shelly does that. It's awesome. Yeah. She has a company that takes care of that sort of stuff. So now, mind you, it's not cheap, but it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it, man. So, and for what I'm doing here, it's perfect. It's perfect, and it helps me expand my reach. And that's really what I'm trying to do, is just making sure that the brand continues to grow, because I've been on cruise control for 8 months, and that's not good for the health of my business. So, and it kind of seems like I'm still here, I'm still regular, but I'm not. I tell you this much, I am not. Before my wife passed, I was gearing up to really put my foot on the gas pedal to get me past 100,000. I should have been, because now we're at the beginning of May. We're at the end of April, beginning of May. I should have already been at 100,000, and I'm barely going to crack 97. So I'm behind. I'm definitely behind, and I don't like that feeling. I feel like I'm not doing right. Now, mind you, obviously, life has to come first. My mental health has to come first, and it makes perfect sense. But I also just feel like I'm behind, and I'm trying to get caught up, and that's why I'm trying to get myself back into the swing of things. You know, doing the live streams, doing the regular videos, doing the YouTube shorts to make sure that I'm attacking from all angles as much as I can. So yeah, so we're making it happen. Yo, what's the Pitbull's Pro Elite there, LaShawn? I've never heard of the Pitbulls. Does Pitbull have his own earbuds, bro? Or did autocorrect get you too, bro? Says they have excellent animals that's loud. Nice. You got that autocorrect got you too, bro. Got you too, man. They got you too. YouTube Shorts might help get those subscribers. Oh yeah, it's no biggie. It's more than anything else. Is the YouTube Shorts is mostly for increased reach. It's just basically to get more eyes on the channel. Subscribers, no biggie. If they come in, cool. No, I'm not gonna sweat it. But more than anything else is to get people to see my channel. See, oh yeah, there's this guy doing these reviews on these products, and then if they happen to come to my channel, they'll see, hey, I've got videos, I got live streams, I got all this stuff. So whatever content it is that suits their needs, I'll have something for them. So that's kind of where we're at with him. I'm behind as well, but it sucks, but just got to put that work. That's what it is, bro. And I know what it is, man. I know it's hard for everybody, man. We got real lives. People work full-time jobs, and sometimes the money's just not there, or sometimes physically we just can't do it. We might get injured. We might be going through a hard emotional time. Things happen, man. Things happen. So life is life, and we just got to do what we can while we can. You know what I mean? No autocorrect, bro. That looked like a straight up autocorrect. Says Vincent, you may want to go with the Pitbull's Pro Elite. They have excellent animals that's loud. What?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What did he say?
Oh, wait.
What? Says, what are the alternates to ComfoBuds Mini for sleep that are as small, except for Soundcore Sleep Buds? That's pretty much it, bro. Yeah, you've exhausted your options for tiny earbuds. Sorry. I don't know why you would want something other than those. If they're both excellent options, why would you want something else? Like, I don't know, make it make sense, bro. He asked for a loud animal, a pit bull. Oh man, if you want a loud animal, bro, you got to get one of those like tiny yapping dogs. They tend to bark their heads off, usually louder than big dogs. Like my neighbors, I love my neighbors, and they have this adorable little dog, right? Just a little tiny guy, and he barks so loud. It's like, holy crap! How is all that noise coming out of that little guy, man? So, earphone free pros, yeah. I mean, that's my second choice for a sleep earbud if you needed something. We're on a budget, but they're not as small as ComfoBuds Mini or Soundcore Sleep A10. Yeah, they're those two are the tiniest of earbuds. If both of those lack bass, it could be the ear tips that are an issue. You might not be getting a proper seal, man. When you've been up since 1 a.m., get off of work at 9 a.m. I'm not thinking about YouTube views or nothing. Yeah, I don't blame you, bro. Work is work, man. You got to do what's right for you, man. Let's see, BJ, you trying to trigger me? Yo, Jonathan, what's up, man? Good to see you. I appreciate you coming through, man. But yeah, that's how we're doing it today, though, man. That's how we're doing it today. We're just kind of doing the quick review, doing our thing. Nothing too wild here. The Galaxy Buds 2 seem pretty small too. Yeah, they're pretty small. They're not as small as the Soundcore Sleep or the ComfoBuds Mini, but they are pretty small too. Yeah, very comfortable. That's one of the reasons why for a good while, when people would approach me and say, I need a smaller earbud, the Galaxy Buds 2 was one of my go-to recommendations. It was Galaxy Buds 2, it was Earphone Free Pro 2, ComfoBuds Mini, Soul Audio, SOUL, Soul Audio. They used to have these little tiny earbuds too that were like about maybe about the same size as the Earphone Free Pro 2. I used to recommend those as well, but it seems like those they stopped selling those like a year or two ago. So yeah, But yeah, so that's what's going on, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here, man. I really do appreciate everybody coming through and hanging with me today. We've been doing it for nearly 90 minutes. I really do appreciate every single one of you. As I said before, I'm going to be trimming this live stream down to just a review portion. So if you want to be in the replay squad, make sure you go to the El Jefe live playlist. I'll have the full uncut replay for this stream. It'll be there for you if you want to watch the whole thing. But yeah, that's what we're doing, man. That's how things are going. Let's see one here. Do you intend to make a review on the Soundcore Liberty 4? Bro, are you got to be kidding me, right? You got to be kidding me with that one. Hold on a sec here. Let's do this. Hold on, I just disappeared, but I got to do this. My review for the Liberty 4 is like right here on my channel. So basically, you're on my channel. You go to what the heck? Where'd my mouse go? Uh-oh, what's going on here, man? Hold on, let me do this again. I don't know what's going on with OBS all of a sudden. Here we are. So you go to my channel, you go to live, and you scroll down. And right here, you have Liberty 4. This is the full review of the Liberty 4. Right there. I even have timestamps and everything in here for you, man. We got rankings, we got sound quality tests, we got freaking microphone quality comparisons. Like, that's the whole review. So, what do you mean, do I plan on making a review? Like, come on, man. Yeah, I have a whole ass channel for you, man. Oh, the mini buds are phenomenal. Jeff digging my pockets for. Oh yeah, no, I know. Oh man, it's on the live page. Yeah, man. So okay, so let's throw this out there. Thank you, Nick. So you actually bring up an excellent point because this happens. This happens quite a lot, and I want to make sure that we clarify this real quick. So my content is split between these tabs, right? So if you go home, you'll always find the latest stuff right here, whether it's live or whether it's a video, they're always going to be right here in latest reviews. But if you go to videos, you're going to see some stuff. But if you go to shorts, you're going to see other stuff. If you go to live, you're going to see a lot of reviews here. The between 3 and A and C, that's where this review is going to live. The Sennheisers. You got the FIO FW5. You've got my best True Wireless earbuds under 100, the top picks for 2022 right here as well. The Soundpeats R3 Deluxe, Moondrop Alice, Nothing Ear Stick, Liberty 4, Nura True Pro. A lot of people haven't seen my review of this for some reason because it's here, but that's where the review lives, right? So there's a lot of stuff here on this tab. If you're missing it, if you're only looking at videos on my channel, you are missing out on so much of my content that it's not even funny. So that's just for anybody who is not familiar with the way that YouTube is now. They have separate categories for all this stuff. So if you're watching, like if you have some YouTubers or your favorite channels, check those different tabs, man. They might have content on there that you're missing out on because because maybe you just don't know that that's how YouTube is separated out the content, right? So because before it would all just be in the same page, but they've separated it out now. So yeah, definitely something to keep in mind, but that's where it all is. So yeah, just definitely keep that in mind, man. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. But yeah, man, says, I wonder if they'll ever have a commercialized audio products that will vibrate the skull to get sound through. Well, they already have that. That's bone conduction. You have bone conduction and you have cartilage conduction. So that already exists. That's technology already exists. So there's 3 ways, right, to get audio into your ear. So you have the normal pathway, the air pathway, like a normal earbud, normal headphone. They vibrate air that goes into your ear. Then you have bone conduction, goes on your temple, goes right in front of your ear, and it vibrates the sound into your ear. And then you have cartilage conduction that kind of sits in your ear and it vibrates through the cartilage into your ear. So that already exists. So that's already a thing. I never clicked on live. Dude, there is so much content there. Oh my God. I'm going to have to do a short just telling people like, hey, this is where you find my different types of content. Like that's so wild. That is so wild, man. But all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate you guys coming through, man. You guys are the best. I just want to say that I appreciate every single one of you. If nobody's told you today, this week, this month, you're important and you matter. And that is me keeping it 100% real with you. So, and thank you all for being here for me. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for checking out these videos, the shorts, the live streams, all of it. Really, 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 truly appreciate every single one of you. But yeah, with that said, man, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I appreciate you all. Once again, my name is Jefe, and I'm out this bitch.